Here we have another tent. This is a three-man tent. Although we got them with our troop with the idea that we would put 2 scouts in each one plus gear. This tent has a vestibule, which if we were outside, we'd have to stay down on here. Some nice vents on the sides. It does open from both sides. There's a zipper. There's a zipper here. The whole side opens up. The opposite side is the same way. What is nice about this is that this is a freestanding tent. Wes, if you can come over here, is lift on the poles. So if I don't like where this is set up, I can pick it up, and I can move it. And set down, and I can stake it down as I need to, depending on wind conditions and that sort of thing. Much more convenient, especially when you have some new scouts setting up tents. They don't always pick the best location, and you might need a little guidance there. Also, to try to keep it as idiot-proof as possible, it's color-coded. The rain fly and the corner of the tent both have red markers there, so that you can set it up properly and make sure everything fits and you don't put it together backwards. The other nice thing about this particular tent is it's got tons and tons of tie downs on the outside. If you are camped someplace with windy conditions, you can hold this baby down. The setup with this, the poles go through grommets in the bottom of the straps. There are Velcros on the inside to help hold everything together, keep it more rigid, more sturdy in case there's a snow load or something like that. I don't think I'd consider this to be a 4-season tent, but I wouldn't have any problem using it in the snow. It does have plastic clips here, as opposed to some of the older styles that have sleeves that tend to wear more. There's a good deal of ventilation. There's ventilation on the side, there's ventilation on the roof, ventilation on the ends. This particular setup with the frame is kind of a big H. These clip over with plastic clips, and get this out of here. You can take a look at this. This one does have a screen in the top to throw gear inside, a gear loft inside the tent. This thing, the entire pole system stays together, so you don't have to figure it out as to how to put it together. Sometimes it can be a little tricky to do if you haven't set one up before. It does have nice lightweight aluminum poles, and it's a good name brand. The North Face makes decent tents. The nylon's good and waterproof. One thing I do like about this tent is that and the one we talked about before, the rain fly comes almost all the way to the ground, which gives you plenty of coverage. We've used tents in our trip before. We have the smaller rain flies, and we get a nice horizontal wind with some rain. It blows right through the tent. These have great coverage. You'll stay dry inside of it, and nice and cozy.